Hey everyone, this is Bronwen Oehlschlager. Welcome to this Tenacious CEO Slim Down 15-minute laser coaching session. Today we are hopping right in and we're going to be talking about what's stored in the belly fat, part 20. Wow, I can hardly believe we've gotten through it this fast. It was going really slow before, but since we started doing this laser coaching every single day, except for Saturday and Sunday, it's been a little quicker. I'm kind of excited about that. So we're also going to be covering, after we cover the emotional things stored in the belly fat, we're going to talk about our structured intuitive eating 5-day challenge. It is the final day, but don't worry if you're seeing this for the first time. I'm going to tell you what to do each of the days so that you can just start and just go, and you can keep track. And I'll show you where you can go to get some accountability. Okay, so belly fat, part 20. Here it is. Loss of enthusiasm and drive. So how to handle it, how to turn around when you're feeling this loss of enthusiasm and drive. Maybe the way I see this, and for me personally, when I have felt this way, it is because I let something steal my thunder. Or it's because I lost my sense of purpose, or I thought something had to be a certain way in order for me to feel excited about it. I'm going to be really honest with you. I'm not going to tell you the story because it's private, but this morning, even just a few minutes before coming into this laser coaching session, I had one of these kind of triggers, and I just let it punch me in the stomach. And then it just, I'm pretty quick, but I will be honest, like right now, I still feel it a little bit. So this is perfect since I'm feeling really vulnerable and I'm feeling these exact feelings right now. Is it worth it? Is it, worth it to pursue this thing if it's not going to look the way I want it to? And the truth is, yeah, it is. It is worth it. And let's talk about the turnaround too here. When I think about it, is it worth it for me to have the thing I want and be part of the thing I want and not have it look exactly how I wanted it to? What's really in my way is probably a bit of pride and, wanting to be in control. And some of the things that we've talked about over the last several weeks with this belly fat series, they show up in this kind of thing. So we remove that layer of the emotional thing and we turn it around. And what works for me on a daily basis, I make sure I have something to wake up for. On a daily basis, I attach myself to a purpose that matters a lot to me. Even if it doesn't go exactly the way I want it to or I think it should, the purpose itself pulls me forward. And so remember your purpose. Why do you get up every morning? I make that decision every moment of every day. And it really, really works for me. I did not always do that. Remember, I was the couch mom with a huge sense of purpose, numbing it because I didn't believe I could. I didn't believe I was important enough. I didn't believe I was capable, and I didn't believe I deserved, and all of these other things that kept me from moving forward to doing what I want to do and having what I want to have and accomplishing what I want to accomplish in this life. So I encourage you to create a reason to get up and be excited every single day. Get yourself moving. Positive energy burns fat. It's true. Go test it. Test it for like 6 months straight and see what happens. Okay? All right, so let's go into this 5-day challenge. Let's see here. First of all, if you're watching this and we're not live, go ahead and leave in the comments if that struck a chord for you, that sense of purpose thing, that enthusiasm thing. If that is a big core thing for you, then I want to address it further in other things. So I'll be watching on the social media and the different places where I post this video. Go ahead and tell me if it's striking a chord and if you want to go into that a little bit more deeply, and we can do that. So here's the 5-day challenge. Here's the point. We're building on this. This is the this is the last day, and then I hope that you'll do it again. Okay, so can you commit to simplicity? Because what we're doing here is very, very simple. There were two things, and I'll go into them in a second. Can you commit to emerging? That means you're going to come out of hiding. And, you know, you're going to do that emotionally and physically, because with an emotional eater, and in my experience with people and with myself, the layers on the outside are just created by the layers on the inside. So as we address those emotional layers, we're going to come out, you know, of hiding emotionally and personality-wise, and then those physical layers are going to start to come off, and it does work. And there are more parts to this puzzle that we can talk about if you want to talk to me, but this is the starting point. If you can be consistent at what we're talking about in this 5-day challenge, then you can do anything. You can do it. It's easy. Just make it easy. Okay, and can you choose to stay excited? Because remember, I'm teaching a lifestyle. This isn't a get skinny quick scheme. You know, it's not just like the get rich quick schemes don't work and last forever. The get skinny things don't either, unless you can figure out how to maintain the exact behaviors forever for the rest of your life. And that's why I put together what I've put together, because it's easy to maintain as a lifestyle. Okay, so can you choose to stay excited? And can you be consistent for 5 whole days, 100%? And a lot of what will come up for you is stuff about feeling restricted, and you'll learn what you believe, you know, choice really means to you. Do you want to choose this idea of freedom that really has trapped you, or do you want to choose an idea of freedom that frees you? There's a lot of things that you're gonna find when you're choosing to be 100% consistent for 5 whole days in a row without any, you know, not 99%, but 100%. You're going to find out what you mean to yourself, and lots of stuff's going to come up. And that's good. Don't bury it again. Get it out on paper. We want to deal with that stuff. Okay, so here's what we challenged you to do in day 1, to find your hunger signal, and to be aware that cravings and munchiness are not hunger, and to eat only when you with your hunger signal. So during the hunger signals when you want to eat. On day 2, find your done signal. That's when your hunger signal turns off. It's not full, it's comfortable. Day 3, we talked about finding what's in your way of looking in the mirror and looking at you in your eyes. And to look for 2 whole minutes, and, you know, in the morning and at night, and say I love you to yourself and mean it. And, you know, that's very triggerful, and it can really stir some stuff up, but keep doing it, because you'll find that that is so empowering, just to be okay with loving who you are. And I'm not talking about, like, I hear a lot, I can't love myself because I've got wrinkles. I can't love myself because I've got all these extra layers. I can't love myself because of the way we look. No, I'm not telling you to look at the way you look. I'm telling you to look into your eyes and see who you are, your gifts, your talents, your spunk, you know, your tenderness, all the things that make you you. And that's not your body. You're wearing your body. So, you know, be aware of that. On day 4, we talked about doing something normally that you normally wouldn't do. So yesterday, in this challenge, I asked you to do a Facebook Live video or a YouTube video or something visible, and then post your video link, and hopefully you did this in a video so you could record it and prove it. Then you post that video link in the Facebook community, and that Facebook community is, in a second I'll tell you where it is. So define what you learned about yourself. This is day 5. This is huge. It's this return and report idea, and it's the thing that locks in what you learned. Define what you learned about yourself and your strengths during this challenge, and share it with someone important to you. So that means you're going to do it, and you're going to look inward, find what you loved about this experience, find what it did for you, good things that it did for you, and then go share it with somebody else and help them learn too. Somebody's going to be inspired by you. You're really more important than you might think. So report your group and your experience in the Facebook group, and that's here. We want to support you. We want to interact with you. We want to develop a really good relationship with you because we do care about every single person that we want to help. And that's you. We care. We want you to achieve the same things that we did. If you haven't heard my story before, I'll just tell you a little bit. I was 8 layers bigger than I am right now. I got myself down to a size 2, and that's where I am naturally. That's where my natural body is. And I had no idea that I was that healthy little. And yet I have a really big personality. So when we talk about, there's this taking up space campaign going on out there, I take up space with my giant energy, not with my body anymore. And I love that. It feels so much better to take up space that way. So I encourage you to take up some space in this Real and Flown tribe. We want you to come in and be vocal and tell us all the wonderful things that you are learning about yourself and who you are, and tell us why you love you. Really get comfortable with saying the things about you that you like and saying them to other people, because it actually helps. It's a stretch. Okay, so here are the questions that might come up for you. I've just got 2 questions about this, okay? One is, what if I'm still in process and I don't want to mess up? So if you're worried about sharing this with somebody and telling them wrong or something like that, then, I encourage you to still tell them anyway, but you're welcome to share this video with them. And then what if I need to do this challenge again before I feel like I can turn around and share it with someone? And the same thing, it's probably just some self-doubt and like you're not capable of teaching it because you haven't done it enough that you feel like you really got enough out of it for yourself. And that's okay. You can just share this video with them. That's totally a yes. I would talk to them about it though, because they're going to identify with you. Somebody else is going to feel the same way as they go through this challenge. All right, so join us again next time. The schedule was emailed to you if you registered via realandslim.com, so go ahead and check your email. And if you're not registered, just go ahead and you can come live and we can interact online. Okay, I will talk to you next time. Have a great day.